The Goldman case, which is a French legal drama based on the real-life appeal hearing of Pierre Goldman, who was a radical who was convicted of a robbery in which two pharmacists were killed. And while he was in prison in the 70s, he wrote a book about his case called Obscure Memories of a Polish Jew Born in France, which I haven't read. I didn't know anything about this story. It's apparently read by very, very sort of high-profile figures, and the publicity around it led to an appeal, a second trial effectively, in 1976, on which this film focuses. So the case was very famous in France, is apparently still very well known in France, less well elsewhere. I didn't know about it. Were you aware of the Pierre Goldman case at all?
No, I was not, no.
No, okay. And you're fairly sort of culturally knowledgeable. So this is co-written and directed by Cedric Kahn, whose credits include L'Ennui from 98, Red Lights from 2004, Wildlife from 2014. And Goldman is played by Arié Watteauter, who won the Best Actor Award at the 49th César Awards. And I have to say, rightly so. At the beginning, we see him coming into the hearing, the trial hearing, refusing to call any witnesses, insisting simply that I'm innocent because I'm innocent. Now, he admits to other robberies and other crimes, but fiercely denies the murders. There was a film that we reviewed I think it must have been last year or so, Alice Diop's Saint-Omer, which was like watching a real legal case playing out in real time. Very, very believable legal process, unencumbered by musical melodrama. This is tonally rather similar, although there is melodrama in the central character of Goldman, who is this incredibly theatrical and it's sometimes insufferable character who rails against the authorities, refuses to allow anyone to offer character witness in his defense because he disagrees with the whole concept of character witness, accuses the police of being institutionally racist, claims that the entire justice system is a farce and a theatrical distraction whilst being part of that theatrical distraction. Meanwhile, his lawyers, who are doing their very best to work around him, methodically unpick the evidence against him and build this very factual case, which seems to point toward the fact that the eyewitnesses and the police testimony that had been used before are, at very best, less than credible. I think his performance is terrific. I found myself completely gripped by the proceedings, and it's particularly remarkable since I knew nothing about the case. I had no idea of its cultural significance at all. And watching the film, I didn't know anything at all, except that a very good friend of mine, a colleague, Linda Marek, had said to me, I absolutely loved the film. And I thought it was gripping and intriguing and really like you were watching something playing out in real time with this, I said, this central character whose main defense is I am innocent because I am innocent, and the way in which the legal system attempts to deal with this. Anyway, it's called the Goldman case, and it is really, really quietly gripping.